On this episode of China Uncensored, this just in, Jackie Chan is insane. Hi, welcome to China Uncensored, I'm Chris Chappell. Jackie Chan has battled such foes as Thunderlegs, the Jesuit, and of course, Will Smith's son. But now he may have met his match, Ai Weiwei. In a recent interview, Jackie Chan claims he's never heard of the famed dissident Chinese artist. Ai Weiwei said that's not true. Chan was deliberately belittling him. I believe we have footage of that.
Do you have any idea who I am?
No, I've never heard of you.
What? Well, let me introduce you to my fists.
I have the highest of budgets. So maybe many of you are wondering, why would these two be fighting? Crazy cool dissident artist Ai Weiwei, who fights the powers that be in Beijing, and Jackie Chan. I mean, I grew up watching his movies. Surely they're both on the side of good. Well, I'm afraid I have some rather bad news for you. Jackie Chan, it turns out, is completely insane. Not like, oh wow, he jumped through that ladder, that's insane. More like, oh, I think he has some mental problems. People first began to suspect something was wrong in 2009. It was at a film festival in Hainan, and instead of saying, hey, I'm Jackie Chan, want to see me do some cool kung fu moves? He said,
我慢慢觉得原来我们中国人需要管的。
He went on to question whether freedom was really a good thing, citing how chaotic Taiwan was. Of course, we all remember the terrible state Taiwan was in back in 2009. Anarchy. Okay, so Jackie Chan, Hong Kong's second favorite son, said Chinese people should be controlled while visiting mainland China, where there happens to be a powerful, brutal regime that likes nothing more than controlling Chinese people. I'm sure it was just an honest mistake, except following 2012's, well, I guess you'd call them massive demonstrations, Jackie Chan took issue with tens of thousands of his fellow Hong Kongers taking to the streets during the 15-year anniversary of the handover of Hong Kong from British hands to that same regime. He compared Hong Kong to such godforsaken countries as South Korea. Really? That's a bad thing? Chan said in an interview with the Southern People Weekly, people scold China's leaders or anything else they like and protest against everything. The authorities should stipulate what issues people can protest over on what issues it is not allowed. In other words, according to Jackie Chan, the Chinese Communist Party should really start cracking down on protests in Hong Kong. So as his fellow Hong Kong citizens battle against encroachment from the Chinese regime that threatens to destroy their freedoms and their way of life, Jackie Chan says that the Chinese regime should get to decide what people can protest. Just after that, he said on an interview with Hong Kong's Phoenix TV that America is the most corrupt in the world.
全世界美国有没有贪污？美国，世界最大的贪污。
Actually, according to Transparency International, Jackie, America is the 19th least corrupt country in the world. China is the 80th. Damn you, Finland. Okay, so Jackie Chan is a jerk, but that doesn't mean he's actually insane, right? Well, there was that time this year, shortly after Beijing had that whole airpocalypse thing, that he posted this picture of Beijing on his Weibo as proof that Beijing wasn't polluted. And then there was this time he said that triad gangs used to harass Hong Kong movie stars and only he was brave enough to stand up to them. With kung fu? No. I pulled out a gun and had two more concealed. I told them they had been going too far and that I had been hiding from them. Later on, I confronted them with 2 guns and 6 grenades. Of course, Jackie never said what happened after he pulled out those 6 grenades, but since owning guns is illegal in China, police had to investigate him after he made those statements. So clearly Jackie Chan seems a little disturbed. Oh, did I mention he's starting a singing career? So what do you do with someone who's obviously suffering from mental issues? Why, you make them part of one of China's top governing bodies that directly advises the central government on policy-making decisions. Jackie Chan now sits on the CPPCC, or China's People's Political Consultative Conference, and one of the first things he did was to advise the Chinese authorities, you know, these guys, they're too soft. Literally, he banged on his desk and said our law enforcement has to be stricter. Now, I know some certain religious groups and dissidents who might disagree. Dissidents like Ai Weiwei, who was detained for 81 days in 2011 for tax evasion, which was probably made up so the Chinese regime could hit him for his critical, edgy artwork. Which is why when Chan said he's never heard of Ai Weiwei, I said, yes, he has, but he's just a pro-government actor that's on the side of authorities. So what do you think? Are you also crushed that Jackie Chan is apparently an insane lapdog for the Chinese Communist Party? Comment below or on China Uncensored's Facebook page. You can follow me on Twitter. Check back again next week for more new daily episodes of China Uncensored. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. Thanks for watching.